Hello and welcome back to the What If series, Daily Contemplation for Life Transformation. And today I want to talk to you about what if you owned your opinion. Now, I have some very uncomfortable personal experience with this that led me to really not expressing my opinion because I was fear of being shamed and ridiculed and someone kind of basically just having a go at me. I had this association with when you express your opinion, you're kind of put on a stage in the spotlight and you're open to all kinds of ridicule. So let me ask you this, how many times have you changed your mind to suit somebody else? How many times have you gone with the majority because you think it's easier? Or how many times have you just kept stum because you really didn't want to express the way that you was feeling, particularly if there's something emotional going on? So having an opinion doesn't mean that you're right. There is only perception. There is your perception and there is my perception. I'm not right, you're not right, I'm not wrong, you're not wrong. And this can be so freeing for so many people. We've just kind of got to build on that confidence. So let me give you a brief example of perception and how context changes everything. So this morning it was a very cold, deep frost when I woke up, and there was frost all over the garden and it was really cold. I thought, I'm not going out to walk the dog this morning, I'm going to wait till kind of the sun comes out and start thawing everything out. But had I been born on the equator and I was used to all that heat, it would have possibly seemed quite Antarctic this morning. And it may have been like, so, okay, I'm thinking about going out for a walk a few hours later, but that person's thinking, I'm not even going to leave my house because it's way too cold. However, had I been born as an Eskimo, today, this morning, might have seemed positively subtropical. So nothing's changed apart from the context of location. Okay, so that's just one way that we can start having a look at perception. So freedom comes from understanding this perception. When we fully accept that somebody's perception is based on somebody else's, so an individual's experiences, past experiences, their values, their memories, we give ourselves freedom to show understanding. Freedom is also given to us because we can remind ourselves that it's okay to believe this because this is based on my memories and my values and my past experiences. And at this time, that's how I'm perceiving it. I don't need anyone to confirm my opinion. And equally so, I can understand why somebody else wouldn't see it in this way, and that's okay. So you can use effective communication to open up these options, to remove ourselves from the need to push at somebody to make them agree that you are right. Have you ever spent days, weeks, or even months not talking to somebody, maybe even years when it comes to family disagreements, because you were so insistent that you were right and they were wrong? But that's not the way to go about it. And you see, the thing is, once we can learn to accept somebody's opinion, it doesn't mean to say that we have to agree with it, but we can nicely agree to disagree. Communication is the key to better understanding, to better relationships, and ultimately to a happier life. Now, what you need to remember is that your opinion is vitally important. When you are able to release that need to have your opinion validated, it gives you the freedom to express yourself openly. Your opinion could actually provide somebody with a new perception that could change their life. And I've seen this happen over and over again, just instant learnings. I'd never seen it that way before. And when we learn to communicate ourselves effectively, being mindful of how we're speaking and understanding that somebody else is going to even perceive our speech differently, once again, we are giving ourselves freedom to understand different sides of the story. Here was a big trigger for me. You don't need to be intelligent. And I say intelligent in inverted commas because what even is intelligent? Who decides what's intelligent? You don't need to be intelligent to have a valid opinion. Individual life experience has provided you with millions of opinions that will be of help to somebody else. Opinions are not worth more or less because you have a degree or 4 degrees or 5 degrees. It doesn't matter. You have your own life that formulates your opinions. You will experience clearly stronger opinions on subjects that really involve the things that you value most highly. But remember, somebody else might not value those things. So if you're having a disagreement about love and their higher value is money, you may never see eye to eye on that, but you can accept their perception. And it's okay. Being passionate about something is a wonderful thing, but release the need to want to persuade somebody else to feel that same way. Opinion is not confrontation. I have heard this so many times from my clients where they believe that expressing themselves, particularly in the workplace and in relationships, is confrontational. They fear speaking up, so they keep it all in and then they're miserable. But what what makes it confrontational? Is it not just the way in which it's delivered, the tone of voice that we use, the way that we, the actions that we use in our body? We have been blessed with freedom of speech. We need to feel comfortable with both expressing our beliefs and being open to listen to others. Whilst I believe that there are definitely times when less said, soon is mended, learning to express your opinion in a non-judgmental way with no need to make somebody else believe it is something to get comfortable with. You may need to practice this in baby steps, and that's fine. So follow the exercises that I'm going to give you now, and it'll help you to practice that opinion muscle. So number 1, where are you holding back from saying what you really truly want? At work, in your relationships, in your family? Maybe it's something to do with a friendship. Now ask yourself, what do I fear will really happen if I express my opinion? Do you have previous experience of this actually happening, or are you focused on WCS, worst case scenario? What is the current impact on you, emotionally, physically, and mentally, by not expressing this opinion? What's happening to you? What's going on around you? What will you benefit from having this conversation? Is there a possibility that you can totally accept the other person's point of view without detriment to yourself? If not, can you make the conversation easier? Can you have a witness, or can you go to a neutral ground, or can you have a meet in the middle solution? And what will happen if you don't express that opinion? What is, or what are the negative impacts on you and this relationship if you don't have this conversation? So as always, we're going to finish on the mantra for today. So today's mantra is, I am entitled to express my opinion and release the need for it to be validated. I'm entitled to express my opinion and I release the need for it to be validated. Thank you once again. Please do share your comments, and please do feel free to share these videos with other people so that we can get the word around about we've always got that choice. So until tomorrow, I'll see you then.